Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Helping Humanity Evolve. My name is Jose. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's happy and healthy. Hope you guys are meditating and connecting to the source. You know we love you, we miss you. We want you to come home. You know what I'm saying? Quick shout out, man. Shout out to my subscribers. I love y'all, man. Shout out to Source. I fucking love you, God. Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to my archangels, my angel guides, my demon guides, and my spirit guides. I love y'all, man. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the Galactic Federation. And shout out Trippy Everything. I fucking love y'all, man. So, it's Wednesday. Wednesday morning, it's like 8:30 in the morning. Right? And I decided to come live and talk to y'all because I'm being guided. I'm being guided to teach you guys a little bit about the real history of this world and the history of you. Right? So, let me start by saying, I want to thank God. I want to thank God, like from the bottom of my heart, man. I want to thank God for waking me up to what's going on around me, to waking me up to what I am, to what this place is, and to the truth. Because only God knows how hard I searched for these truths, and I'm really grateful for the fact that He chose, to allow me to speak, to allow me to reveal these to you. So thank you. I just want to say thank you, man. That's very important. We should always show God gratitude, man. Whether you're aware of it, whether you're aware of it or not, God plays a crucial role in your life. Right? God really does protect you because we all have bigger purposes than what we were told and what we were being fed. So Jesus Christ, the Son of God. What we were taught about Jesus Christ and the Son of God, right? We were taught that He was sacrificed for us, for our sins, right? Jesus Christ was sacrificed for your sins, right? This is the story that was depicted to us. This is the story that was, forced down our throats. This is the story that we had to believe because we didn't have no other story, right? So a lot of us believed it. Some of us didn't, but the majority did because we don't know any better. You guys don't know any better, right? You think you're doing what's right because it's on the radio, it's on the news, it's on television. Your neighbors are talking about it. Your friends are talking about it. It's the end thing to do. It's the end thing to talk about. So let me follow the crowd. So this is the reason why God doesn't really hold nothing against you. Because it's not your fault. And I had to realize that it wasn't my fault. And God understood that, and God was very, He was very much aware, of what happened here. And what needs to be done. Right? So what's right. Right? So what's right. I showed you everything you needed to see. Now what are you gonna do with that information? Right? And here I am. I got to teach you guys history. So Jesus Christ, the Son of God, did not die. Okay? The truth is Jesus Christ did not die, nor is He dead. Jesus Christ is alive and well, right? He may not be in physical form, but He is alive and well, right? And He's helping humanity with evolution, right? Jesus Christ evolved as a being, right? He learned spirituality. He learned how to meditate, and he got his ass up out of here, right? And that's how he became in the history books. That's how he became so famous. And along the years, when that happened, there was a story of the truth. And somewhere along the lines, that story was changed. And instead of Jesus Christ ascending, Jesus Christ was murdered, right? And this is the story they wanted us to believe. So Jesus Christ never died, right? And what they did was, when he left, and they finally, years went by, they changed the story. they turned it into a sacrifice, right? And they made people believe that he died for your sins, and you have to worship God because of this, right? And anybody who awakens to who they are or what they are after that happened. So after Jesus Christ ascended, and they changed the story of how he left Earth and how he ascended. Instead of giving that version of the story and telling us how he ascended and how he was able to accomplish all these things, they made it seem as if he was a sacrifice. They made it seem as if he was murdered, so that we'll never know his true story. You understand? So you don't have his true story. Nobody does, right? All I can tell you is that he ascended. I know this because he's alive and well, right? I know this because God, right? So any being who awakened after that was killed, right? He was labeled a witch, they were labeled a warlock, they were hung and burned at the stake, right? They started killing all of God's children who awakened and started to help people, right? So this is what they did to us up until now. The difference is that now we have internet. Now we can communicate. More people are aware of what's going on. So it's becoming more difficult for them to perform these tasks against the gods. There's too many gods rising up at the same time, right? The most recent one, and I want to give a quick shout out to my brother Rashad Jamal. I got this story from him. Okay? There was a dude who spawned, right? He spawned on this planet and he started healing people with his hands, right? And he was in another country. I want to say it was Africa. I could be wrong. This is Rashad Jamal's story. If you're interested in the full story and the real version of the story, go check out my brother Rashad Jamal, the Cosmic School of I forgot the name of his channel, right? But he got his own channel, he got his own website, and he got his own topics, and he's very smart, right? And he's very intelligent. So if you want to know the right story, go look him up and and listen to his lectures. So dude was going around town healing people from sicknesses, right? With his hands, with his bare hands, bro. And the United States found out about this. So they went over there and they got this nigga, right? And they tried to kill him. They killed him. And he resurrected, right? So they kept killing him and he kept resurrecting. So finally they took him on a plane and they killed him on a plane. And they chopped his body up into pieces and shipped different parts of his body to different parts of the country. And yet a few weeks later, this dude came back, right? And he told them, look, don't kill me no more, right? I'm gonna leave. But when I come back, we coming back deep. Like there's gonna be a lot of us, you're not gonna be able to stop us. And he left. Who do you guys think that was? Do you think that was Jesus Christ? Is it possible that was Jesus Christ? He's the only being that we know of who could do that. Right? So what is our government doing if they're trying to kill Jesus Christ? And you guys ain't looking into it. Nobody's looking into this. There's beings out in this realm right now who can heal people with their bare hands. And they're scared. They're very much afraid to do so because they're being murdered. They're being killed. They don't want us to reveal who we are, what we are, our capabilities. The fact that you don't need a hospital. The fact that you don't need medication. You don't need none of this shit. You understand? We can heal each other with the power of love, bro. But nobody's going to teach you that. They don't want you to know that. Right? So I strongly believe in the story I'm telling you. I strongly believe that, I can't tell you that, I'm 100% accurate, but I can tell you that it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. If you're going to oppress a bunch of people, what better way to do it than to eliminate God from the equation? And anytime God tries to step in, we take him out. And this is what they've been doing to us. They've been doing this shit to us for years, for thousands of years, bro. Right? So that's the story of Jesus Christ, right? Now we're going to step into a different part of my segment. So I want to talk real quick about, I don't want to talk about the dude, right? But I was on TikTok and some dude made a video, right? Oh, real quick. On Facebook. Facebook is the app where I guess most of your childhood friends are located, right? Like people that you know growing up, family, your closest friends is supposed to be on Facebook, right? So I blocked a lot of people on Facebook simply because, we don't fuck with each other, right? So let's not be fake about it. I'm not a fake nigga, man. Let's be real about it, right? But out of all the people on Facebook that I don't have blocked, you're not blocked. You can access my information. You can access, my videos. You can watch my content. Yet you don't like my videos. None of you like my videos. So I want to give a quick shout out to Delilah Bruno, right? Much love to you, beautiful. I see you, man. Thank you for liking my content. Like, you like the only person in the world that I can see that hitting the like button when you see something that you like, right? So I appreciate you for that. I see you, and know I'm sending you love and light always. You feel me? God bless you and your family, right? So I wanted to say that about Facebook, right? Okay, TikTok. I'm having a cup of coffee, y'all. So there's a lot of people that really want to be influencers. There's a lot of people that really want to be teachers, but they don't have a connection. So what they do is they go watch other teachers or other influencers. They pick and choose which information they want to steal or they want to debate. And then they run with that topic. And they build a whole career out of that topic, right? It's fucking funny, man. So this dude decided out of nowhere to discuss mirrors and how we should not look into mirrors because it's dangerous for us, right? Because witches attack us through mirrors and spirits and entities live in the mirrors and yada, yada, yada. So let me school y'all about mirrors, all right? The information is not wrong as far as what he means when he says that entities live in the mirror, when he says that you could be watched through the mirror. This is true. This is not, it's not lying. He's telling you the truth. Witches use mirrors to spy on you. Witches use mirrors to cast spells on you. They use them for a variety of different things, right? However, us as gods, we need the mirrors. You understand? You're not going to remember who you are. You're not going to remember what you are if you don't look into your eyes, bro, and look within your own soul. You understand me? Because if you don't do that, you're never going to figure out who the fuck you are. That's bottom line, bro. So you could go listen to these people that's giving you misinformation and understand these people live out of fear. They're scared. You understand? You're a God. You're not supposed to be scared of nothing. You understand? Whatever's in that mirror is not stronger than you, man. It's not. You understand me? So you need to use that mirror for the purpose you need to use it for. And fuck whatever's in there. Fuck you. I ain't got time for you. Fuck out of here. You understand? No fear. Gods don't live in fear. Right? Now, you only have to stand in front of the mirror as long as you need to figure out what the fuck it is you need to figure out. Right? So, with that said, man, you need the mirrors, right? You need to learn how to protect yourself from the entities that's in there. You need to learn how to protect yourself from whatever can hurt you that's in the mirror, right? But you also need to have the heart to know that when you see some shit, you're not supposed to be afraid of that shit, man. You're supposed to tell that shit to kick rocks. Fuck out of here, nigga, I'm busy. You see me doing something, right? So as long as you could respond and you could show that you ain't got no fear, your heart's not afraid, bro, they will leave you the fuck alone. And you can use the mirror for whatever the fuck you want, right? That's a God. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Because if they tell you otherwise, they're living out of fear. As long as you're living out of fear, you're never going to evolve. That means the devil got a grip on you. Right? So, to old boy on TikTok who's spewing that bullshit, fear got a grip on you, son. You understand me? And you making yourself look like a fool because you showing the whole world that fear got a grip on you because you scared to look in the mirror. You scared to look into your own soul. you scared of yourself. Right? But this is you people, right? So I gotta come out and be the bearer of bad news and explain to you that I see you're trying to help. Maybe you're just trying to promote fear. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna school you either way. I'm gonna speak truth either way, right? Mirrors are dangerous to an extent. They're only as dangerous as you allow them to be. You understand? How strong is your heart, bro? How fearless are you really? Right? Because that's what it comes down to. If you're not really fearless, then maybe you should cover that mirror with a blanket, right? Maybe you should sage the mirror. Maybe you should say a prayer in front of the mirror, right? Protect yourself. But those of you who are true gods, such as myself, you're going to look in that mirror with no fear because you know in your mind what you're doing. I'm not looking in this mirror to look for anything or anyone. I'm looking in this mirror to show me what I need to see. Show me who I need to see. Show me what it is you need me to learn. And let me tell you my experience from looking in the mirror. So I looked in my mirror on 3 different occasions, right? It was only 3 times. It was 3 different occasions. But I will tell you it was extensive, right? Because the first time I did it for like 3 hours straight, which is, that's very difficult to grasp when you think of someone just staring in a mirror. But when you think of how you go deep into meditation and you do that with your eyes open and you're staring deep into your soul, it takes you on a journey, right? And you actually, it doesn't feel like 3 hours. Like you really in the movie type shit. Like you in there. So when you come out, you come out with memories. And these memories, you have to decipher them. You have to figure out what they mean. Who was that person I was looking at? Why was he being tortured like that? Right? Until you realize that person you were looking at was you in a different lifetime. And you were tortured and beaten to death in a different lifetime, in many different lifetimes. In various different times, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been every race, I've been every being you could think of, bro. I've seen thousands of beings right in front of my face. And I'm like, who the fuck are these people? But when it was all said and done, those are you. That's all you. Those are all the lifetimes you lived. That is fucking crazy to me. I lived as all those people, even robots. I was even a robot. How? Right? How? So I learned all of this by looking into the mirror. You understand? Yes, excuse me, sometimes it can be scary. When you don't know what you're looking at, especially if you vibrate low, right? That's probably the scariest you're ever going to see yourself. Because if you vibrate low, what you're going to see is a reptilian. And you're going to look like a fucking reptilian. And it's going to probably scare the shit out of you because you don't know what the fuck you're looking at. Am I really a reptilian? Right? Is that really me? That can't be me. Right? But it's a vibration. So yes, indeed, it's you. And it's God's way of showing you you're vibrating too low. My nigga, you got to raise your vibration. So upon discovering, what it is that needs to be done, you raise your vibration. And next time you look in the mirror, you don't look so bad no more. You look like a different being now. You still don't quite look like yourself, but you look like a different being now. So your vibration is going up. And, the more you do it until you see your natural self. I did it up until I saw my natural self. And when I saw my natural self, it blew my fucking mind, bro. I didn't know I was that sexy. I didn't know I looked that good. I didn't know that was possible. Right? I had no idea, right? But the mirror showed me my full potential. And that's what I'm trying to say. It was very helpful to me. It was very helpful in my journey. It was very helpful in teaching me who I am, what I am, how many lifetimes I lived, what kind of experiences I had. Bro, this shit taught me so much just looking in the mirror, bro. So this is why I encourage you, right? And I'm not going to sit here and let people who don't know what the fuck they talking about misguide you, man, because they misguiding you, man. They want you to live in fear. They want you to be afraid. You're not supposed to be afraid as a God, bro. As a God, you need to be fearless. There's nothing that can defeat you, bro. Nothing, bro. There's nothing and nobody in this world who can defeat you, bro. You understand me? So you need to act like it, man. So people that's out there spewing bullshit, people that's out there misleading people, fuck y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas is pussy. You understand? Because you scared to look in the mirror. Right? Shut the fuck up and learn how to fucking get some hard, man. How you expect to unlock the God in you if you can't even build up the courage to stare at yourself? Right? So that's enough about that topic. Right? I really wanted to express that to y'all as far as, this fucking dude that's telling people not to look in the mirror because he's a pussy, right? So that's my second segment, next to my third segment. So I'm gonna dig a little bit into my life story for y'all for a few minutes, right? So if y'all been keeping up with me, y'all know that a lot of people turned their back on me. Y'all know that a lot of people went against me for no reason other than, I have abundant energy, right? I was never aware of this. I never knew this information, I'm learning what I am. I'm learning my capabilities. I'm learning that I'm more than what I thought I was, right? So, in the process of me learning these things, I was trying to show people, look at what we can do, man. Look, check this out. Look at what I can do. And thinking people will be happy for me. And, it turns out that people don't be happy for you, right? People get really jealous and envious instead, right? And then they don't want to be your friend no more. They don't want to be around you no more. They don't want to talk to you no more, right? Because they're jealous. So me trying to spread joy ended up, and it resulted in a lot of pain for me. It resulted in a lot of truths being revealed to me about my friends, my family, my loved ones. Everybody who I thought loved me, I learned a lot of truth about who they really were and how they really felt. And it was pretty devastating, to say the least, right? So look, it comprises of these people. My baby mother, my oldest kids, right? Co-workers, people that I worked with for a long time that I thought were really, I thought we was cool, right? But it turns out we wasn't. So co-workers involved, and then you got my family, right? You got my mom, her kids, my brothers, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, all these people that are upset. They're upset because I'm making these videos, because I'm doing something different, right? Instead of being happy for me, they're mad because it's not them. So I learned a lot about family and how jealousy, can really kill a family. So I never really had close relationships to any of these people. Understand, my mother kicked me out when I was 13 years old. So I spent a lot of my life by myself, learning by myself, right? So, I never really kept in touch with nobody. I was never close to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a father. My mother always dropped me at my grandmother's house. And then when I finally did start growing up, up to 13, she got rid of me. So I basically raised myself. The world raised me. The people outside, the people in the streets, raised me. Now, I forgive her because I understand, she's been a crackhead her whole life, as far as back as I can remember, right? She's always smoked crack. To this day, she smokes crack. And, I don't judge people. I never did. What you do is what you do, right? But she got her younger kids involved. Like, her youngest son is a crackhead. Like, he still lives there. They both smoke crack. I've seen this with my own two eyes. I've experienced this with my own two eyes. I was over there. I was over there last year. I was over there in January, February, and March. So understand, I know what goes on over there, right? And the only reason why I'm talking about it is because these people like to perform witchcraft on people, right? They like to cast spells on people. They think they're God and they can manipulate people's lives. So they tried to do that to me. And they failed miserably, right? They succeeded to an extent. Like, I ended up giving some of my stuff away. I ended up losing a bunch of my stuff, right? And I had to rebuild. Right? So I got away from once I saw what I had to see, and I asked God to please remove me from the situation. I want to go home. He took me out of it, and He let me come back home. Right? You saw the truth. You saw what I needed you to see. And you can move on now. You can make this a part of your story. So I don't speak on it much because it's not like it's a main focus for me, right? It's not a main focus for me. I really don't I don't have love for these people. I forgive them, but I don't have love for them. But at the same time, the world should know what's going on, right? When you guys wonder, how are you so happy, but how are things so bad in your life? Well, it's basically my mother doing witchcraft on me, right? She doesn't want to see me succeed. She's doing her hardest to transfer my destiny with her younger child, right? They've been trying to sacrifice me for years, right? She got insurance policies in my name. Do the research, right? Somewhere out there's a bunch of insurance policies in my name from people who were plotting on my death last year. So I speak on it to make you aware, right? So I don't do it all the time. You can see I speak on it every couple of weeks or every couple of months, just to reiterate and let y'all know that I'm fighting spiritual battles every day. Like, I get attacked every day. If it's not coming from my family or my baby mother, it's coming from complete strangers that came across me on social media and decided they want to try their hand at me, right? Let me see if I can defeat a God, right? And a lot of them learn real quick that they can't, right? So for me, it's a constant battle. So for me to sit here and call out every single battle would be draining. It would be draining because I don't care to talk about it that much. It's a lot of negative experiences, right? And you have to overcome the experiences, right? And return them to whoever sent it to you. So I do it, calmly and gracefully. Now, I'm talking about this today just, for the new people that's tuning in, that don't know me, that don't know my story, that don't know, my life. I'm trying to just recap a little bit for you so that you can learn a little bit about me. And, if you like the content, just, help me share, right? Because I'll be trying to get my videos to as many people as possible. So those of you that are unaware, I created a channel on WhatsApp, right? And what I do is, I give people my phone number when I'm out and about, and I invite people to the group, right? That way, I got people that see me every day and see what I'm doing, right? So I get haters that way too. I get a lot of haters that way too. But I'm not worried about, how you feel. I'm basically trying to show you your potential. Everyone, right? And I'm not afraid to be myself. So my tactics are different. The way I move is different. But, I do what I gotta do for me. I'm all I care about. Because none of y'all niggas care, right? So I got to care. So I don't hold grudges against people that hurt me or try to hurt me, right? Like my mother, my so-called mother, right? She wants to see me dead so bad. Like, explain to me why, right? You such a fake bitch, bro. Like, you so fake. Like, you lie to people right to their face, and then you go cast a spell and you're buried. Right? Like, who does that, bro? Who has a circle of friends where everybody's possessed by demons because they don't like you? So they're forced to like you. They're forced to like you. Like, you force people to love you. If somebody don't like you, you go cast a spell. You want them to like you. Right? Who does that? But this is that woman. This is that woman, y'all. That's what she really is. So I'm going to expose you because fuck you. You tried to kill me. Fuck you. Right? I'm not gonna sit here and dedicate a whole episode to you. You're not worth that, right? You're not even worth the 10 minutes I probably already gave you. You understand? But at the end of the day, these is the people that's that's in this world, right? So if I got one of those in my circle, or I kicked her out my circle, but if that was supposed to be my mother. Imagine, has your mother ever mistreated you? Right? Has your mother ever made you an outcast? Did she abuse you? Did she molest you? Has any of these things been done to you, bro? Right? Your mother might be evil. Right? Do you notice your siblings don't like you? You don't even know these niggas and they don't like you. Like this dude didn't like me from the moment he met me, and I don't even know you, bro. Right? But you can't stand me. Niggas hate me. For whatever reason. So you take after your mother. Right? Which, I don't care. God knows, right? I was genuine. I was being honest, right? And I meant what I said. Now, you chose to do what you did, and you chose your route, bro. So y'all niggas could burn in hell for all I care, man. My bloodline is no longer a part of yours. You understand? I purified my blood, man. My blood was cleansed by God. My soul was cleansed by God. You understand? Any nastiness I had is gone. Right? Including you. So that was that segment, right? I'm gonna end that segment right there, right? And we're gonna go into the next one, right? So the next one I want to talk about is let's talk about fear for a minute, right? Because a lot of people, you were programmed to live in fear from the moment you were brought into this world, right? You gotta be scared of this. You gotta be scared of that. Don't do this, or you're gonna get in trouble. Don't do that, or you're gonna get in trouble. So you always gotta think of consequences before your actions, right? You could never just be. You always gotta think, oh my God, if I do this, this is gonna happen. If I do that, that's gonna happen. So you have a constant doubt in your mind. You have a constant fear in your mind, and this is instilled in you from the moment you start to learn. Don't do that, they slap your hand. Don't do that, they slap your hand. Don't do that, they instilling fear. You gotta be scared of me, I'm gonna slap your hand. You're instilling fear, right? This is what Satan wants you to do. He wants you to instill fear. Yes, teach them fear. They need to know fear, right? He eats off that shit. They feed off that shit, right? They enjoy. It's like a drug to them. Right? But you don't know that when you exert this energy, that there's beings right now that's just sitting there waiting to absorb it. Like they fiend for that shit. They're like crackheads. They fiend for it. And they're around you as you speak, waiting for you to feel that fear. Because as soon as you exert that fear, they're gonna snort it or smoke it or do whatever it is the fuck they do with it. Right? But they love it. So when you start instilling fear to your children, guess who's winning that battle? You're not teaching your kids to be fearless gods. You're teaching them to be, fearful and weak. Bow down to whoever's above you. You gotta bow down, right? This is what they taught you to do, right? Put your head down and ask and beg, right? This is what they taught us. You ain't tired of that shit? You're not tired of that shit? So holy shit, man, fucking, bro, you've been going live like 3-4 days in a row. Fuck, you don't be doing that. Well, nah, you know what? I don't, right? But everything evolves, right? So if I'm gonna teach, then I just gotta fucking teach, right? So I woke up this morning and I'm like, I should go make a live. And then I'm like, what I'm gonna talk about? I talked about a lot in the last few lives, right? I started scrolling TikTok and I came across this motherfucker talking about don't look in the mirror. That shit kind of got me, I got a little mad about that shit. So understand, I don't leave comments on people's pages. I don't send messages. I don't respond. I don't none of that shit. So I just took it and threw it in my mind, right? This nigga talking about, he's teaching people don't look in the mirror, bro. And I'm teaching people that you need to look in the mirror. So what you think is going on here, right? Misguiding the people. So, you know, and he's talking about be careful of who you're listening to, telling you to look in the mirror. Right? Hey, you heard that shit? Hey, be careful looking in the mirror, man. If you don't want to discover truth, if you don't want to discover God, if you don't want to learn who you truly are, see what you truly are, if you don't want your memories back, stay away from the mirror, man. Those of y'all niggas that want to wake up, y'all want to see the truth, y'all want to know the truth, you want to know how many times you lived in this motherfucker, you want to know what you lived as, you want to see what you lived as, you want to see some of your experience as that person, look in the mirror. You're going to see. Look into your eyes, look into your soul, bro. That should have taken you on a journey so deep it'll blow your fucking mind, man. Right? But nobody ever taught you that. Nobody taught you that. So how would you know? Especially when you got people telling you don't look in the mirror. This could happen to you, that could happen to you. They could cast a spell on you. Man, fuck these witches, bro. They're not stronger than you. Nobody could defeat you. Bro, there's nobody in this world who could defeat you, bro. Understand that? Nobody here can defeat you. There's not a soul in this fucking realm who can defeat you. Do you know who you are? Do you realize who you are? Because once you realize that, bro, you could lock in. Look into your eyes and lock in with no fear. Nigga, show me. Let me see. Right? That's hard. That's God. And God's going to show you. Yo, bro, not right now. Bro. Come on, relax. Relax, man. You got food. Yeah. So, that's what it takes to be fearless, bro. You need to know who you are, know what you are. Realize who you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? Once you realize who you are, you will know that there's not a being in this realm that can fuck with you. Because you are the creator. The creator is you. Right? Some of y'all don't want to believe it. Some of y'all not going to believe it, right? And some of y'all going to pass away. God, God bless you. Some of y'all going to pass away never truly knowing because you're too afraid to take a risk. You're too afraid to dig a little bit deeper. What if he's telling the truth? I don't want to believe that. I don't even want to hear that shit. Right? Keep that shit away from me. Right? People are going to live their whole life without never discovering the truth just simply because, it's too much. I didn't come here to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. But bro, but then what you came here for? You forgot why you came here. A lot of you guys forgot why you came here. Now, that's another thing, right? Because let me tell you, man, I fucking love watching my brother's videos, right? He said the same shit. He said, yo, bro, we sent y'all niggas down there and y'all completely forgot what y'all went down there for. You got lost in the sauce. Y'all niggas start doing this, doing that, completely forgot what you went down there for. And now you don't even want to hear it when one of us wakes up and says, yo, bro, we forgot why we came here. Right? We got to get back on the mission. It's time to get back on the mission. Y'all niggas is so lost, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to hear it. But you mean mission? I'm not on a mission. Yes, you are. You forgot, man. And you don't want to hear it. You don't want to remember. Some of y'all are going to pass away because you don't want to hear it. Right? Meanwhile, those of us who awoke to what the fuck we are, remember what we are. Remember, we on a mission. Yo, bro, you got to wake up the others. Right? They still asleep. That's what we're trying to do. Bring y'all back to the mission. Yo, bro, we got a mission. Right? I'm not the only alien down here, bro. Right? I'm not the only one, man. And I know some of y'all know what you are, and you're afraid to step out. You're afraid to show yourself to the world. Right? Because I'm gonna get attacked. I'm gonna get kidnapped. You know, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna experiment on me. Do you realize how powerful you are? A lot of y'all got abilities already, man. I see y'all. A lot of y'all got abilities already. Some really good fucking abilities. But you won't expose yourself to the world because you're afraid. So my question is, how the fuck did you unlock that ability with that fear? That's got my mind scrambling right now. You understand? Because how? How is it that you can do this ability, but you're not exposed to the world? You're not even exposing yourself to the world, which only tells me that you live in some kind of fear. What are you afraid of? You have that ability, bro. That ability alone, you could save the world, man. So what are you doing? Right? So my mind, you could say, is perplexed over how people maneuver, right? But I don't know your story. I can't judge you. I don't know your story. But what I'm learning from watching you is that you can have abilities and be hidden, right? So how, right? That's going to be my next question, is how. So I'm digging. I'm really digging on this one, right? Because there's people out there. I see y'all, man, and I see what y'all can do. Y'all niggas is amazing. Y'all niggas is amazing. I don't understand how you're not in control. How you're not empowered. How are you not empowered? Am I the missing piece? Right? Are we missing the leader? Is the leader not here yet? Right? So, you know, freedom fighters? We freedom fighters? What the fuck are we? Right? I know there's more than one, because I see y'all. I don't care if I don't know who you are, nigga. I seen what you did. I seen what you did. Right? All of y'all, I seen what you did. There's like 3 of y'all. Right now, there's 3 of y'all. And I seen what you did. Each of y'all niggas is special. And I don't know who the fuck you are. So how are you able to do that, right? That's my next question. So I'll figure it out, bro, because, you know, everything's connected. We're connected. I'm gonna figure it out, buddy. We're connected. Right? I know I'm going in the right direction. Right? So I'm gonna keep running in my direction until I figure out how you did that. Right? I want to wake the world up to, you know, to what we are, bro, to what we're capable of doing. Because once you realize the abilities that your body is capable of, and the fact that it's really just a thought and a belief away, that's all it is, man. It's a thought away, bro. The power that you have inside of you, man, is unimaginable, bro. Like you can't even comprehend the amount of power that you possess, bro. None of you can. It's unfathomable. Right? Nobody's ever heard of no shit like this before. Nobody's ever seen no shit like this before. How is this possible? Through God. God. Through God, anything's possible. And as God, you know, you are the impossible. It's you. You are the gift, you are the weapon, you are the curse. You are everything. Mm-hmm. It's your choice of what you want to be. What do you choose to be? Because whatever you choose to be is the reality you're going to create for yourself. Right? Those are the kind of people you're going to have around you, though, you know. God made this world very, very difficult to navigate through. So, I think I'm done speaking for today, or for now, right? I think I spoke about what I wanted to speak about. Yeah. So listen, if I feel like talking anymore, I'm gonna just get back on, right? Um, as far as anything else, man, look, y'all have a blessed day. I love y'all, man. Holla, boy.